Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room recap for December 31st, Thursday, December 31st. Happy New Year, everybody, for tomorrow, and hope everybody has a great New Year's Eve tonight. I'm the moderator of the trading room. My name is Barry Anderson, and this is the address to get into the room. We're open live 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., probably shutting it down earlier today, or earlier, excuse me, a little bit early today, though. Now, you know what? Today has been an excellent, excellent day. I had no idea what to expect. You assume it'd be low volume and all, and the volume may be low, but I just want to point out a couple of, well, I want to point out SPY to you, the SPY chart. Let me just bring in, and this is why I think we've had such a nice day. See how this is where it closed yesterday. The pre-market was down. Definitely was weak earlier on, but we've had a nice, nice recovery all day long. Consequently, all the bounce plays that we were looking at today have worked extremely well. Um, so let's take a look at a couple of them here. PayX is one that I was in, and you see it almost mirrors the SPY. Let me just probably maybe a little hard to see, so let me just get this a little bit bigger. There we go. So PayX actually, this is my bounce list, my 2 and 5 minute bounce list, and we had a ton of them. Like a lot of them worked. INCR, a lot of them worked. Um, I couldn't take them all. A lot of times, what I do in the room is I point them out to people, and I'm looking at other things, and people are taking them, and that's great. I don't have to take every one of them, but I did take PayX. PayX was triggered at 52.65. So right there. And you see 52.65. Now, just a word about this. Just when I get the alert, it doesn't mean I pile into it. Basically, all it's doing, it's telling me that this is a pattern that I'm looking for. A bunch of red candles down, a certain amount down in the last 30 minutes in terms of dollar. It's down for the day and all that. Now, this could keep falling, which would be great. That would make the theoretical bounce a lot sweeter. In this particular case, though, I looked at this topping, a bottoming tail right there. Looked to me like the selling was over. Little green candle there. And so I took the trade at 52.76, right about here. And it has been just a really nice trade. I did take some out at 52.86, just in case, it was going to have a stall at the whole number. You even see almost a little RBI there, a red bar ignored there, and it's just kind of continued up nicely on the 15-minute chart. So, I'm still in this one, and hoping that maybe if this breaks down to here, I'll probably get out of it. But this has just been a really nice stress-free trade, and just I say a beautiful little bounce play. Now, the other one that I'm still in is EIX. And this is the utility sector. And let me just bring up the utility sector. You're going to see how close that is, XLU. I'm going to bring up the utility sector, and you can see how this is absolutely mirroring it. So this is in the utility sector. This is the ETF for the utility sector. And I mean, it's almost identical. And we noticed this actually. This was another on my bounce playlist, I think. Let me just where is my oh, right here. I was trying to find it, and I think this is, yeah, see, there it is, 58.81. Now, I got in a little bit late. I was a little bit distracted. I would have loved to have taken it just over 59. I got in at 59.15, though, as I was watching the utility sector be strong. Another call by Real was on DTE, and it's the same sector. You can see exactly the same thing. It's almost identical to the utility sector ETF. So, and there are probably 10 or 20 charts that are looking like this, but this is the one that I saw. Real like this one also because it right down here I think is the 200-day moving average. So it was bounced off the 200-day. So a couple of really excellent trades. And as I say, I'm still in this one. I'm still in PayX. Now the other one that we was obviously the incredibly exciting one today was Lee. And I scalped this a couple times. I mean, I missed all this move. People were starting to talk about this right here. I've been paying a lot more attention to it, though. You can see right here. This is you want to print something, what an RBI looks like. This is exactly what it looks like. You see, we've got this uptrend right here. We have a red candle, a red bar ignored, have a little tail here. And the longer the tail, the better. I mean, if this had been all the way down here, it would be even greater. But the tail is great because that means the sellers tried to take it down, buyers took over, drove it back up, and then the trend continued. The green bar continued, and and boy, did it ever. So even though you might have thought, well, I'm too late, 417, it's already come from $1.85. It's more than doubled, but 417, and it hit. I mean, this is incredible, 1066. Now it's coming down now, and and this is the reverse. This is a green bar ignored. So if you were inclined, if you had shorts in this, you could take a look at this pattern and say, yeah, I'm going to short this right under here and just follow it down. So this is just the absolute reverse. This is the red bar ignored, and this is the green bar ignored. And again, the other thing is that this was fairly tight on the body. So here's the top, 410. The bottom is 396. That's pretty tight. So you could put your stop. If you got in here, you could put your stop at 396. And so it's a nice tight stop. And so what a fantastic risk reward this would have been had you got in. I say I did scalp this a little bit, just because I was a little ticked at myself for not seeing this, being distracted by something else. But you want to print this chart out. Go back to your trade ideas charts, print this on a 15-minute and post. Just paste this up on your wall. This is what we're looking for exactly. So let me just close this down. And I did trade CMRX also. Oh, the other one was excellent also. Now, FLML. FLML. Let me bring that up. Here's where the alert was. Now, this was a short play, 1289, FLML. And just one second. Okay, just want to bring up FLML. You know what? I'll just make it a little bit bigger on the other monitor and I'll bring it over. There we go. Okay. So there it is. So here was the alert to short. Sorry, this was okay. I had this on the bounce, and I'm going to explain what happened. But this was the original call was to short this at 1289. Remember, 1289. So right about here. Look at this, and look what happened so quickly. The problem I had was I saw it, and then it just started to drop too quickly for me, and it was a little bit spready. But even here, I could have taken this, and look at it went down to 1154. So I mean, that's almost $1.50 from the alert in a very, very quick period of time. Now, what I did end up doing is I ended up playing the bounce on it. One of our posters in the room, Paul, he actually not that I was watching this, but he was saying, you know what, this looks like a good bounce potential play. And so I actually took the bounce as it got over $12 right here, and actually was at 1213, and I rode it all the way up to 1285. And so I was able to take part in the on the bounce of it, but I really, really sorely missed this short. This was just beautiful. And I think, yeah, I did a little KO, Coke, 4301, 4308, no great shakes there. The other one that we watched, of course, in the pre-market was CMRX. This has to be watched going forward. I understand that some Cohen, a big activist shareholder, he took a position in this. I guess it was announced. So here's the pre-market action. Kind of hard to see, but closed at 839, and the pre-market action was up around 9. So I actually got in at 908, out at 923 and 908, 905. No great shakes there. I missed the big move up to 979, but got way more interested in the bounce plays. I mean, I could show you this bounce list that I've got. I mean, so many of them worked so well. ADP, 2489 and, 8594. Sorry, 8489. So there's a dollar bounce. So many of them work so well. And again, it's all because of the SPY doing this. This is this is almost what we salivate for, honestly. You know, It's okay. The market, I think at this point, the Dow might have been down a couple hundred points or 150. I can't really remember. But this steady, except for this one little red candle here, this steady retracement is fantastic if you're in bounce plays. If you're looking for bounce plays, going long almost anything, but you just have to take advantage of it. And the bounce plays are great because they usually, excuse me, give you the biggest, excuse me, the biggest bang for the buck, as opposed to just playing a pure momentum play that might continue to go. But the bounce plays, all of they've been beaten up and now they have a long way to retrace if they want to. So anyway, that's it. Ended the year on a great note, and I'm really looking forward to next year. A lot of exciting things happening. Just want to wish everybody a happy new year, and thanks for making this trading room a real pleasure to moderate. It's been a wonderful well, it's been over 6 months, but I think 4 months. I think we've been on Novia, and it's just been a great experience for me, and I think it's going to be really, really excellent going forward. So, thanks a lot for all your participation. Great calls in the room by lots of different people. And we'll see you bright and early on Monday, welcoming in 2016. Bye bye.